Hey everybody, this is Mr. Blackstone coming to you live today, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be fixing issues with the with using a racing wheel. A lot of people in these simulators like using racing wheels because it adds a. But right now, this is this this game. Pretty much what you would do if everything they tried, I couldn't figure out in a life why some person I was not made existence that I was the I didn't have so I'm just gonna do this this. How about basic how do I do this? see it. That's great. And I'm back. So you can see like this there's a little bit of issues where I am having to do it's not good, but it's definitely like for the most part, I've always been out of so I'm going to create this so one issue I'm going to create. Okay, so I was having an issue with my pedals not working like they were supposed to. So I was getting lots of wheel spin, and well, it's better if I actually. Okay, so I put that yeah, 0. So that was at 50. And so both those settings were at 50 and 50. I changed that. So okay. So here's one of the issues that I have. Why am I breaking the act? See that? Break the act. So now there's no action. But I'm I just want to push my on this stuff. So like this thing, that was the first time. Why did it skip on? So I couldn't figure that out. Was so I'm happy. Why? So why is that? Okay, so now if I go to my settings, so now according to the YouTubers, they were telling me that, well, the way I have the settings right now is supposed to. So your acceleration dead zone at 0, your deceleration dead zone inside 0 and 0. Okay, so well, for whatever reason, I decided I fucked around and I figured out, well, you know what? Now I'm gonna put the dead zone at 50 for this and watch this. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. So because the YouTubers the engine isn't revving. So why I'm still getting a bit of rev, but the on the left side, if you see that little red, that little red thing right on my left, that's revving, and that shouldn't be happening. So I'm going to put myself at the top there. So yeah, so if you see in the back, it's revving, and so that should, as soon as I so why is that happening? So there's another setting that they tell you to keep at 0, but I I figured, well, what the hell? They tell me to put that at 0. So, but I am going to actually see what happens if I put it at 50. So I'm going to put the deceleration axis zone inside at 50. And let's go see what's going to happen. Okay, so the acceleration axis dead zone inside is 50 and the deceleration is 50. Let's see what happens. So we close, we save, and we get the fuck out of there, right? So, so I'm going to put this here there because I don't think you guys need to really see the. All right. So, I changed that because my settings should have got changed here. And all it takes is just oh fuck off. Yeah. So yeah, that should be at 0 because you don't want any dead zone. All right. So yeah, all right. Yeah. See, the car is looking pretty good. But let's recreate another issue that I was having. Okay, so I'm going to go on the straight. It's better if we go on the straight for this because it's a lot easier to see what the issues are. And then like go for a corner. I do a full lap at least you guys kind of get an understanding. So let's see how this car's handling now. Brakes working. so now this great. So I'm going to go back here. That's what I was. So I'm just going to put that over here. To just go over here. Alright, so now we're going to create another issue. Alright, so another issue I was having was this is related to the steering. Okay, so invert force feedback. So let's turn that off. Okay, now everyone says that should be off. Okay, so now we're going to so now I got to rewind and figure out. Okay, so that was an issue I was having. That's another issue that was prevalent. All right, so okay, so and you think by default these settings would be on by default, but they're not. So 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 now let's say now a lot of people just a minute. Where is it? One of the settings here, force feedback vibration scale. So anyway, um, so what's happening is now that I got that off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cause a problem. So force feedback scale. So a lot of people suggest that you have that at like probably about 90. So let's see what happens when it's at 90. And we're going to and this is and remember this is turning on it. So I just turned it a little bit because I want to get all the way on here. Right here. So, okay, so go to settings now. So that wasn't the issue I was having when it was at the default setting. So so the most logical thing would be to do is turn that down. So force feedback scale. So maybe if I put it maybe if I put it down, like, let's say about 9. Let's go with 7. I like the numbers. Okay, so I'm gonna put it now. Oh, what's that? So I'm having that. Now let's amplify the issue. So maybe what I need to do is put it all the way up. So maybe instead of at 7, maybe if I just go all the way, let's go all the way up to 200. See what happens. Now I'm going to, this. So feels very so oh, so now that's not working. So well, so I figured, well, why don't I just do this and just kind of see what this does. So if I turn the invert force feedback on, all right, so there we go. So now we know what that's doing. Now that is controlled, but now if I change the settings, now what I'm going to do is like reason would only dictate that if that's what's causing the issue, well, you just got to turn that down, right? So let's go all the way down, see where that's sitting at 200. So let's put it at 0, see what happens. So and that's what everybody suggests online, say go to 0. So yeah, let's give that a try. Let's see what happens if we have it at 0. That might completely eliminate that. If I turn that setting just up a little bit, not too much, but just enough so that I can kind of get some controllability. So let's go to that setting. So maybe what if I put it at 5? 5 seems to be a good number, right? All right, so there we go. Can't drive the car like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, let's maybe if we increase that because you definitely want some. let's put it at 10, see what happens. So if I go in reverse, there we go. So I'm still having some issues here. So maybe 10's a little bit too high. Or maybe I'm going too fast. Yeah, so So if I change that setting, maybe so if 5 is too low and 10 is too high, maybe let's just split the difference. And so let's put it at 7. Let's backtrack and see what happens. So I'm still doing that's that's now, I'll show you why. It's actually pretty good now. It's no set. see my stuff. Pause that there. So that was so that's with those settings. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another change, and I am going to reset. So now I got this on. I was too busy trying to press the button and took my hand off the wheel just for 1 second. So like, and that's another thing in this game. If you take your one of the reasons why these settings is when you look at the car, you see how so you're making adjustments according to what you see. So you're not really where the car's very now. Whereas in this view, you're looking at the wheel, you're looking at the road, and you're reacting to what you see on the road. So, and you're going to be able to so if I'm taking that corner just too close to the inside, so I can press where the cars are supposed to be. Because the cars are not supposed to be. Because the cars only put you what I know. So I'm trying to react to the cars and not supposed to be back. We're gonna have a lot of I was watching what the car was doing, I would have spun out. There it is. At the time of what he said, all the car usually do what it's supposed to do. So I get that. That car watching. So it's not actually get that purpose to some people the example where I end up screwing up if go watching the harvest and get the view. So I use my purpose to retain I have my house. A lot of people will tell you like videos tell you take the drive off. You can, but that's not enough for you. I I put it in sport because I think I get better control. It's not with my heart that the back control. And what some manual transmission. I always put automatic. Do automatic. That's the personal alternative. Alright, so if I go here, if you check out these settings here, so assists, unassisted, steering simulation, traction control is on sport, ABS brakes, I have off. Um, you can turn it on. I mean, it's actually a lot of the yeah, I don't know why I turned it off, but I guess it just well, it seems to be that I'm doing pretty good with and throttle. You definitely want that on assisted. Suggested line, and always take that off. Uh, like if you really if you're actually driving a real car and you're actually in a real race, you're not gonna have a fucking suggested line telling you where to fucking when to brake and all that. You want to you want to get your own natural reaction as opposed to what some fucking line's telling you. I have a low opinion of people who use the suggested line, even just for braking. I just like my opinion. Only idiots have the suggested line on. I call it the baby line. Uh, it's traction control. I have it on sport. I could take that off, but I didn't ever realize that I had ABS breaking off. Shifting, I always go automatic. Uh, I, I don't care what the you know I don't care what everyone else does. I'm going with automatic. All the accessibility bullshit's off. Uh, Gamepad, analytics, speedometer, metric. I'm in Canada, so all my settings are. Yeah, so anyway, for 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 this brake access to gas access to yeah. So a lot of because I don't use the I use automatic. I'm not worried about that. So yeah, it's I mean I don't think these things. Well, too, I got limited buttons. I've only got like a total of you know 8. Well, if you include the pedals, I only have like about maybe 10 access to 10 buttons in total. So if you consider the pedals, the pedals and the paddle shifters buttons, um, so that's so I'm kind of a bit limited there. So I have to kind of combine using them with the keyboard. Now, dead zone steering axis inside, keep that at 0. Um, Steering invert, I have that turned off because if you turn that on, if you try to turn left, you'll go right. If you turn right, you'll go left. So you'll turn the opposite. Inverted force feedback, you want that on uh, because what's going to happen is your feedback is just going to make your car go in one direction only through the whole time. So it's not even going to be realistic. Um, Acceleration dead zone. I already showed you the reason why I set that at 50. Uh, Acceleration invert access. I have that. Why did I got that on? And deceleration. So the clutch. I don't use the clutch. So let's get to the good. Okay, so vibration. I put that at 40. It gives me enough vibration that I'm actually feeling what's happening, and it's not causing the wheel to turn and spin out. Um, Self alignment, I have that set at 200. Some people might say that's too high. Mechanical scale 100. These things are at 100. Load sensitivity 50. Steering, um, use gamepad steering filters. I have that turned off. Uh, I turn it off. I can take it or leave it. It's up to you, whatever feels good for you. But so those are my settings uh, for driving, and I'm finding that these settings are working. I may change them at some point in time if it stops working, but for now they're working for me. You know, I know people have the dynamic damper down low and all these other settings that I got it at 100, especially with the steering self alignment. A lot of people have that at a lower volume. I tested that and fucked with it, and putting it at 200 is at the best for the settings I have. Now, too, this is the mammal racing wheel that I have, so it might be due to the racing wheel I have. But anyway, so I'm going to stop this stream and then I'm going to restart it because I'm going to upload this to YouTube because I think my YouTube friends need to, because I don't think anybody's actually set their steering wheel up like this. And, and there's a lot of people having the same issues I had. So I want to stop uh, with streaming here on Twitch. And for you guys on YouTube, uh, thank you very much for watching. I hope this helps you. If you got better settings than what I have, just let me know what they are. And, you know, I'll give them a try. But if there are any suggestions, let me know what works for you. Please like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends. Thank you very much for watching. This is Mr. Blackstone signing out saying, Hail fucking Satan and Hail Amun Ra.